Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to live a long and healthy life after turning 65? While many believe that simply exercising more or drinking plenty of water is the key, there's so much more to maintaining your vitality and well-being in your golden years. In this video, we'll reveal 5 essential principles that go beyond the basics to help you prevent diseases, enhance your quality of life, and enjoy your later years with health and peace. Stay tuned until the end to discover the comprehensive strategies that can transform your approach to aging and ensure a vibrant, fulfilling life. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Maintain good quality sleep. As we grow older, our bodies undergo changes that make energy conservation and restoration essential. Sleep, often underestimated, becomes one of the most crucial elements in this process. It's not just about getting rest. It's about allowing your body and mind the time they desperately need to rejuvenate and repair. As someone who values their health and well-being, ensuring you get a good night's sleep, ideally 8 hours, is vital. It may sound like a simple task, but the benefits it brings to your energy levels, emotional well-being, and overall longevity are immense. Sleep is nature's greatest healer, a gift we give ourselves every night. From personal experience, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day creates a rhythm for your body, helping it function at its best. The habit of early to bed early and early to rise is not just an old saying. It's a formula for a well-balanced life. Staying up late may seem harmless in the moment, but it disrupts your body's natural hormonal balance, leaving you feeling groggy, stressed, and with weakened immunity. I've noticed that those nights when I stay up too late, my body feels heavier, my mind more sluggish, and I'm just not myself the next day. The worst part about frequently staying up late is that it robs your body of its ability to fully recharge. It's like trying to run on half a battery, constantly drained and struggling to keep up. This habit, if repeated over time, takes a toll on your vitality and longevity. I've seen so many people in my life who have aged prematurely because they failed to respect the importance of proper sleep. It breaks my heart because it's something we all have the power to change, but so few realize its significance until it's too late. Traditionally, ancient wisdom divided the day into 12 time periods, with 9:00 p.m. to 11:00 p.m., known as the hour of the pig, and 11:00 p.m. to 1:00 a.m. as the hour of the rat. This wisdom is not just poetic, it's practical. The hour of the pig signifies the final phase of the day, when we should let go of our tasks, put down our burdens, and prepare for sleep. It's a gentle reminder from nature to pause and allow ourselves to rest. I believe that embracing this natural cycle can bring so much peace and balance to our hectic lives. When we respect our body's needs, it rewards us with energy, clarity, and longevity to enjoy life fully. So please be kind to yourself, prioritize your sleep, and embrace the healing power it provides. You'll not only feel better, but you'll also be giving your future self the gift of good health and vitality. 2. Cultivate a good temper and positive attitude. As we journey into old age, one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves is a peaceful temperament and a positive outlook on life. We've all been through trials and tribulations, moments of heartache, and challenges that have shaped us into who we are today. But those battles are behind us, and with every new chapter, there's an opportunity to shift our perspective and face life's ongoing hurdles with grace and calmness. I find it profoundly liberating to adopt a more relaxed approach when encountering difficulties, knowing that I've already conquered so much. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It's important to remember that, regardless of whether you're feeling joyful or weighed down by sorrow, the clock still ticks at the same pace, offering each of us the same 24 hours in a day. Why waste those precious moments trapped in negativity? From my own experience, I've come to realize that holding on to a negative mindset only serves to drag me further into discomfort, both emotionally and physically. Our bodies are incredibly sensitive to the energy we harbor, and prolonged stress or pessimism can manifest into physical illnesses. It's not just a mental battle, it's a fight for our health. 2. One of the most important lessons I've learned is that nurturing your mind and temperament is just as essential as caring for your physical health. Cultivating a positive attitude can be the key to unlocking a life filled with peace and joy, even when faced with obstacles. I've had moments where everything seemed overwhelming, but by shifting my perspective, I found that no challenge was insurmountable. When you approach life with optimism, you naturally start to see solutions rather than problems, and you build resilience in the face of adversity. Being in a good mood doesn't just lighten your heart, it changes the way you view the world. Suddenly, those mountains you once thought you couldn't climb seem a little less steep. You begin to trust in your ability to overcome, no matter how daunting the situation. I truly believe that optimism is a superpower we all possess, and the more we practice it, the stronger it becomes. When you wake up each day choosing to see the beauty in life, you're not just living longer, you're living better. So, let go of the burdens of negativity, embrace life with a smile, and take each challenge with the confidence that you've already faced worse and come out stronger. Your mind is the key to a fulfilling and healthy life, and by nurturing it with positivity, you'll find that no matter what life throws your way, you'll be ready to overcome it with grace, resilience, and a heart full of hope. 3. Care for your digestive health. As we grow older, one of the greatest blessings we can give ourselves is the gift of a healthy digestive system. A well-functioning gut does so much more than just digest food. It helps us absorb vital nutrients, strengthens our immune system, and plays a crucial role in our overall health and longevity. From personal experience, I've found that paying attention to my digestive health has transformed the way I feel daily. When your gut is healthy, you feel lighter, more energetic, and ready to take on life's challenges with a clear mind and a strong body. But how do we take care of this important system as we age? First and foremost, it's about making smart, thoughtful choices with what we put on our plates. Controlling portion sizes is key. Our bodies don't need as much as they once did, and overeating can lead to discomfort and sluggishness. I've learned the value of eating until about 80% full, which leaves me feeling satisfied without that heavy, bloated sensation. It's amazing how much better your body responds when you give it just what it needs and nothing more. Limiting fast food and cutting back on oily, sugary, and salty foods is another vital step. These foods may be tempting, but they wreak havoc on our digestive system, making it harder for our bodies to process nutrients effectively. I find that avoiding packaged and processed foods has made a world of difference in how I feel day to day. Instead, I opt for fresh, wholesome ingredients like vibrant vegetables, lean proteins such as chicken and fish, and nutrient-rich eggs. These choices don't just fuel the body, they nourish the soul. There's something incredibly fulfilling about knowing you're giving your body the best it deserves. It's also important to avoid foods that can be harmful to digestion, like organ meats, high-calorie sweets, or moldy and spoiled foods. These can upset the delicate balance in your gut and lead to discomfort or illness. Planning regular, balanced meals, ideally 3 a day, helps keep your digestive system functioning smoothly. I found that sticking to a routine not only helps my body process food more effectively, but also brings a sense of stability and rhythm to my day. Additionally, older adults should be mindful of avoiding spicy, overly stimulating, or very cold foods, which can irritate the digestive system. I've noticed that as I've aged, my body is more sensitive to these types of foods, and cutting back on them has greatly improved my comfort after meals. Finally, maintaining a healthy weight is essential for good digestion. By paying attention to portion sizes, making smart food choices, and staying active, you can support your digestive health and ensure that your body is functioning at its best. Personally, this approach has not only helped me feel healthier, but has also given me more energy and a sense of well-being that I never want to take for granted. Taking care of your digestive health is one of the most loving things you can do for yourself as you age. It's a small investment with enormous returns: more energy, better health, and a longer, more vibrant life. When you treat your body with the care it deserves, It rewards you by giving you the strength and vitality to enjoy all the wonderful moments life has to offer. So, let's commit to prioritizing our digestive health and savoring the benefits it brings to our daily lives. 4. Maintain healthy bones and joints. As we age, one of the most concerning health challenges many of us face is the weakening of our bones and joints. What once felt like a source of strength, our limbs and joints can suddenly become more vulnerable to damage. The simple joys of movement, which we often take for granted in our younger years, start to feel more precious as our bodies age. I've personally seen how even the smallest bumps can have lasting effects, and something as simple as sneezing can result in a painful fracture. It's a stark reminder of how delicate our bones can become if we don't actively care for them. Osteoporosis is one of the most common conditions older adults experience, making bones brittle and prone to injury. But the good news is that there are steps we can take to protect our bones and maintain our mobility. First and foremost, calcium is key. Our bodies need adequate calcium to keep bones strong and resilient. While calcium supplements and medications are a popular choice, I found that incorporating calcium-rich foods into your daily diet can also be incredibly beneficial. Foods like dairy products, leafy greens, and fortified cereals can give your bones the strength they need to keep you moving. However, calcium alone isn't enough. One of the often overlooked factors in bone health is vitamin D. Without enough vitamin D, your body struggles to absorb calcium properly, making your efforts less effective. One of the simplest and most enjoyable ways to get this vital nutrient is by spending time in the sunlight. I find that taking even a short walk outside in the morning sun can work wonders. Not only does it help stimulate vitamin D production, but it also lifts my spirits and reminds me of the beauty in everyday life. Just remember to protect your skin if you're out for a long time. Beyond calcium and vitamin D, it's essential to stay active. Regular exercise, especially weight-bearing activities like walking or light strength training, can help maintain bone density and keep your joints flexible. I know that movement might seem daunting when your body feels stiff or fragile, but I found that even gentle exercises can make a world of difference. Keeping your joints moving helps prevent stiffness and preserves mobility, allowing you to continue enjoying the activities you love. In my own life, I've seen how maintaining strong bones and joints is about more than just physical health. It's about preserving independence and quality of life. Whether it's playing with grandchildren, gardening, or simply walking around the neighborhood, strong bones keep us connected to the world around us. The fear of falling or breaking a bone can limit the joy we find in daily activities. But by taking care of our bodies, we can minimize these risks and continue living fully. So, make your bone health a priority. Incorporate calcium-rich foods into your diet, bask in the sunlight to boost vitamin D, and stay active with gentle, regular exercise. Your body will thank you for staying strong and resilient, allowing you to enjoy all the moments that make life so precious. By caring for your bones and joints, you're not just preventing injury, you're investing in a future where you can continue to move, explore, and experience life to the fullest. Let's cherish our mobility and make the most of every step we take. 5. Nurture knowledge and invest in health properly. As we age, the importance of nurturing our knowledge, especially when it comes to health, cannot be overstated. We don't need to be doctors, but having a basic understanding of what our bodies need, what they can handle, and what they can no longer do is crucial. This awareness empowers us to make smart, informed decisions that will significantly impact our well-being. One of the most important lessons I've learned is that investing in our health should never be seen as a waste. It's the best investment we can make for our future. Regular health checkups and screenings may feel unnecessary at the moment, but they are a lifeline detecting illnesses early, preventing small issues from becoming life-threatening, and giving us the peace of mind that we are taking care of ourselves. When I think about how many people delay or avoid checkups, often out of fear or financial concern, it saddens me. Our health is priceless, and being proactive is the key to living a long, fulfilling life. Imagine the relief of catching something early and intervening before it spirals into a serious condition. This is the power of proper health investment. It's not just about avoiding illness, but about embracing life fully, knowing that you're doing everything in your power to preserve your health and independence. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. A powerful story that comes to mind is about a woman who learned to focus on her health and happiness during her retirement. After her husband passed away, her children, concerned she would feel lonely, took turns having her live with them. At first, she was happy, surrounded by the love of her family. But over time, generational differences led to inevitable conflicts. The joy of being close to her children turned into tension, and after a major argument with her son, she moved back to her own home. This moment of separation became an eye-opener for her. She realized that, despite her good intentions, she had been interfering too much in her children's lives. Her well-meaning involvement had inadvertently caused friction. She had to accept that her children were now adults with their own families, opinions, and lifestyles. It was a tough realization, but it brought her a newfound peace. When her son invited her to move back to the city, she decided to prioritize her well-being and focus on building a fulfilling retirement for herself, instead of continuing to impose her views on their lives. Her decision to step back from family matters was a turning point. She stopped involving herself in her children's daily lives, and suddenly the conflicts disappeared. She began to embrace the serenity that comes from letting go, focusing instead on her interests and well-being. She found that without the stress of managing family dynamics, her life felt lighter, happier, and more meaningful. She had more time for herself, and for the first time in years, she could invest her energy into her passions. The wisdom of stepping back was reinforced when she watched a video of a street interview where an older woman shared a similar sentiment. "I still care about my children, but I don't interfere too much. As long as they're living well, that's enough." This resonated deeply with her. She realized that caring for her children didn't mean controlling them. Giving them space to live their own lives was the ultimate act of love. By doing so, she not only gave them room to grow, but also granted herself the freedom to enjoy her own life without unnecessary stress. She also stopped trying to influence how her grandchildren were raised, recognizing that her interference often caused more harm than good. When living with her son, she would frequently clash with him and his wife over parenting styles. She'd pamper the grandchildren when they wanted discipline and scold them harshly when her son and his wife preferred a gentler approach. Looking back, she regrets how her attempts to assert her seniority created unnecessary tension in the household. Now, by respecting her son's choices as a parent, she has found peace in simply being a loving grandmother without trying to control every detail. This story serves as a powerful reminder that as we grow older, it's important to know when to step back, not just from family matters, but also from unnecessary stress. Focusing on your happiness, health, and peace of mind allows you to enjoy your later years to the fullest. By nurturing knowledge about your health and investing in it wisely, you can build a life that's not only longer, but richer and more fulfilling. So let us all take a page from her book, Learn to Invest in Your Health, both physically and emotionally. Regular health checkups, a peaceful mind, and allowing your children to live their own lives will bring you more peace than you ever imagined. When we stop interfering and start focusing on our well-being, we create space for joy, serenity, and a retirement filled with the things that truly matter. Make more friends. When I decided to live on my own after my husband passed away, many of my friends couldn't understand why I would choose such a path. They told me I would be lonely in my old age, that I would miss the company of family, and that I would regret not being closer to my children and grandchildren. But despite their concerns, I felt a deep pull to return to my old home, a place that held so many memories and where I felt most at peace. Sure, living with children and grandchildren might sound like the ideal solution to combat loneliness. There's always someone to talk to, and the house is full of life and laughter. But the reality isn't always as simple. Sometimes, even when you're surrounded by loved ones, you can feel isolated if your views, routines, or lifestyle don't align with theirs. I quickly realized that while I love my family dearly, their bustling, modern ways often clashed with my need for calm and reflection. There were moments when I felt suffocated, as though I had no space to be myself. After moving back to my old home, I decided to take control of my happiness by actively seeking out new friendships and joining senior clubs in the area. To my surprise, I found a wonderful community of people who shared my interests, and these friendships have been a blessing in ways I never imagined. We meet weekly, sharing stories, laughter, and life experiences that make me feel truly connected. It's not about replacing my family, but about finding a balance that allows me to thrive emotionally and socially. These connections have filled my days with joy and purpose. Even my children respect and support my choice. They visit me regularly, and we maintain a close bond, but I no longer rely on them for my day-to-day happiness. I found a life that is fulfilling on my terms, and it's brought me so much peace. I'm no longer a burden to my children, and instead of feeling lonely or forgotten, I live a life that is both happy and healthy, surrounded by friends who bring new energy into my days. Many people believe that retirement means you have to live with your children and grandchildren, or else you'll be consumed by loneliness. But I've come to believe something quite different. Loneliness isn't just about physical proximity, it's about emotional fulfillment and having a sense of independence. What truly matters is finding a balance between personal life and family. By nurturing friendships and creating a life outside of your children, you can experience a level of comfort and happiness that may surprise you. The key is to focus on yourself and your own needs, rather than always judging your life against others or trying to fit into roles that don't serve your happiness. I've learned that gossip and comparison are traps that many of us fall into, especially as we age. But constantly focusing on other people's lives can make us more miserable than we realize. It was only after I turned 65 that I truly understood how important it is to focus on my journey, my joys, and the things that bring me peace. When we stop comparing ourselves to others and start living for ourselves, life becomes more positive and fulfilling. Take the story of Mr. Trons, the 65-year-old man who thought moving in with his son would bring him the comfort and security he needed in his later years. But instead, it led to endless conflicts and tension, which drained him emotionally. Like me, he realized that living under the same roof with family doesn't always lead to the idyllic life we imagine. He had to confront the reality that, while family is important, sometimes being close can create friction. We both discovered that creating a space for ourselves, separate from family dynamics, was key to finding peace. For me, losing my spouse was one of the hardest moments of my life. My husband and I had shared everything: our dreams, our struggles, our love, and when he passed, I felt as if I had lost a part of myself. Those first months after his death were filled with deep sorrow, and I often felt completely lost without his presence by my side. My son, seeing my grief, lovingly suggested I move in with him and his family. At the time, I thought a change of scenery would help me heal, so I agreed. But what I learned through that experience was invaluable. While my son's home was filled with love, it wasn't where I could truly process my emotions or rediscover my own identity after such a profound loss. Moving back to my own space allowed me to reconnect with myself, build new friendships, and embrace the life I still had ahead of me. Losing a spouse indeed changes everything, but finding new ways to connect with the world through friends, hobbies, and self-care can bring light back into your light. In the end, life is about more than just being surrounded by people. It's about surrounding yourself with the right people, those who bring you joy, who understand your journey, and who support your independence. Making friends in my later years has been one of the most rewarding choices I've made, and I encourage others to do the same. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and open your heart to new friendships. They may just be the key to living a truly happy and fulfilling life, no matter your age. On that first day at my son's house, I was greeted with the kind of warmth that I hadn't felt in a long time. It was the warmth of family, of being surrounded by people who care, love, and are simply there for you. After so much time spent alone, the sight of my daughter-in-law bustling around, enthusiastically arranging my room, and making sure I had everything I needed, filled my heart with gratitude. I hadn't realized just how much I had missed that sense of belonging. My grandchildren, in their innocent joy, welcomed me with such love, their laughter filling the house and making me momentarily forget the heavy pain of losing my partner. The house was filled with this incredible energy, a sense of togetherness that brought comfort to my aching heart. However, as days turned into weeks, the initial joy began to fade, and I started noticing the subtle yet undeniable differences in our ways of life. My son's family had their habits, their rhythm that didn't quite match mine. I've always been an early riser, loving the quiet peace of the morning, but they preferred to stay up late and wake much later. For me, frugality has always been a way of life, something that was instilled in me through years of hard work and modest living with my late wife. But in my son's household, there was a pursuit of comfort and luxury that I couldn't quite understand. They seemed to live a life of abundance, one where spending wasn't given a second thought. These differences, small at first, began to create tension, little cracks in what I had hoped would be a peaceful coexistence. The turning point came when my daughter-in-law accidentally broke a very expensive vase. I remember feeling a sudden wave of disappointment and anger. Without thinking, I scolded her, shaking my head at the carelessness. My son's response took me by surprise. "Dad, if it's broken, just buy a new one." His casual words hit me harder than I expected. I couldn't help but feel a surge of frustration. Was this the way they viewed life? My daughter-in-law, clearly embarrassed, stepped aside, and then my son said something that truly stung. "Dad, why are you so uptight? It's just a vase. We make money to spend it, not to save every penny like we used to. Times have changed. You should learn to adapt." At that moment, it was as if a wall had gone up between us, an emotional gap that felt so wide that I wasn't sure we could ever bridge it. I found myself longing for the simple life I had shared with my wife, where every penny mattered, but by the memories attached to them. My son's words made me realize how far apart we had grown, not just in habits but in values. I had spent my life being careful, saving, and planning for the future, while they lived in the moment, embracing a lifestyle I couldn't quite grasp. It was then that I realized if I wanted any peace in my later years, I had to change. I couldn't expect them to live like I did. I had to learn to adapt if I wanted to find a way to coexist in harmony. And so, I did something I never thought I would. I began to change. It wasn't easy at first. I had to let go of years of habits and mindsets that had become second nature to me. I started learning new things, like using smartphones and computers, just to keep up with the pace of the world around me. I joined senior groups in the neighborhood, made new friends who shared my values, and slowly, I began to rebuild my life in a way that felt meaningful to me. I realized that my life didn't have to revolve around my children or my grandchildren. I could still have my own space, my sense of fulfillment. Most importantly, I learned to communicate better with my son's family. Instead of holding on to stubbornness, I made an effort to understand their point of view and to see the world through their eyes. I started sharing my feelings more openly, while also learning to respect their choices, even if they didn't always align with mine. Over time, our relationship improved, and we found a way to live together without stepping on each other's toes. The tension that had once filled the air gradually dissolved, and a new sense of peace took its place. Now, as I reflect on everything, I realize just how much I've grown. The passing of my wife still leaves an emptiness in my heart, but I've learned that life must go on. I carry her memory with me, but I also face each day with a sense of hope and resilience. The future may be uncertain, but I've come to understand that it's up to me to make my later years as fulfilling and colorful as they can be. Old age has taught me many lessons. Perhaps the most important one is that we can't depend on our children to shape our happiness. We have to take control of our own lives. No matter how old we are, life will always be full of changes and challenges, but it's how we adapt to them that truly defines us. There's no shame in living simply, in saving wisely, and in embracing modesty. But there's also great wisdom in stepping out of our comfort zones, in allowing ourselves to experience new joys, even in the twilight years of life. Only then can we find true peace, and only then can we make our later years truly meaningful. Mrs. Dong, at the age of 65, lives a life filled with joy and tranquility. Even though she doesn't possess great wealth, her days are simple but deeply satisfying. Since her husband passed away a few years ago, she has gracefully embraced her independence. With both her daughter and son grown and living their own lives, Mrs. Dong has found a way to cultivate peace and contentment in her daily routine. Each morning, she ventures out to her small garden, where she carefully tends to her vegetables. The simple act of nurturing her plants brings her immense joy. In her free time, she enjoys sitting by the window, feeling the cool breeze against her face as she exchanges heartfelt conversations with friends and neighbors. It's a serene and fulfilling way to spend her days. What makes Mrs. Dong truly remarkable is that very few people her age can enjoy life as she does. Despite being retired, many are weighed down by the demands of family, caring for children and grandchildren, and the never-ending responsibilities of being a grandparent. Yet, Mrs. Dong has managed to find a balance that eludes so many. When asked about her secret to such a relaxed and joyful life, Mrs. Dong smiles and shares her philosophy of living. For her, the key is embracing a minimalist lifestyle. She believes in the power of simplicity, in decluttering not just physical possessions but also the mind and heart. She has mastered the art of living within her means, keeping life manageable and freeing herself from unnecessary stress. Minimalism has become a global trend, but for Mrs. Dong, it's more than just a fad, it's a way of life. The principle of less is more resonates deeply with her. She emphasizes the importance of focusing on quality over quantity, and this extends to all aspects of life. Whether it's material possessions, relationships, or even daily routines, the goal is to keep only what truly matters. This lifestyle has not only kept her home tidy and peaceful, but has also given her the precious gift of time to enjoy the present moment, to be with herself, and to live without the clutter of unnecessary burdens. Many elderly people, she observes, fall into the trap of thinking that their later years should be spent indulging in luxuries and extravagances, spoiling themselves after a life of hard work. But Mrs. Dong gently reminds us that this mindset often leads to impulsive decisions, buying things that are used once or twice, but ultimately bring no real joy. She speaks with a wisdom that comes from years of experience. You don't need luxury to live well, she says. What you need is balance. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. For Mrs. Dong, even the food she consumes follows this principle. It doesn't need to be lavish, but it must be fresh, nutritious, and fulfilling. At any age, health is the most important priority. She sees many people chasing expensive delicacies, believing that only the finest foods can provide longevity and well-being. They turn their noses up at simple market foods, forgetting that the essence of a healthy life lies in the nutrients, not the price tag. Mrs. Dong is a firm believer in the idea that what truly matters is not the label or the cost, but the nutritional value of what you put into your body. Even the most expensive dishes mean nothing if they make you sick or fail to nourish you properly. She advises paying attention to what the body needs. Meals should be balanced. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals all have their place. Drinking enough water, avoiding overly salty foods, and staying away from harmful substances are all habits Mrs. Dong practices religiously. These are the small, mindful choices that, over time, contribute to a longer, healthier life. Beyond managing physical health, Mrs. Dong is just as thoughtful when it comes to managing relationships. After living through many stages of life, she has come to understand that not every relationship deserves your energy. At this age, she explains, you've likely formed numerous connections, family, friends, colleagues over the years, but life moves on. Everyone becomes busy with their world. And while some relationships remain valuable, others may resurface only when they need something from you. She cautions against falling into the trap of being taken advantage of, especially by those who use flattery to get what they want from the elderly. Mrs. Dong speaks from the heart when she says that, as difficult as it may be, you must learn to be patient and kind, but also protective of yourself. It can be incredibly inconvenient to say no when someone asks for help, especially if you don't feel comfortable refusing. Yet, it's essential to understand that not every request deserves your time, your energy, or your resources. Sadly, there have been many instances where elderly individuals have been deceived and lost their life savings because they couldn't say no. Mrs. Dong's advice is simple but profound. Decluttering applies not only to your home but also to your relationships. Focus on the people who truly care for you, those who love you for who you are, and who bring joy to your life. These are the relationships worth nurturing. If a relationship is causing you stress or draining your energy, you don't have to sever ties completely, just shift your attention. Prioritize the people who matter most and let go of the rest. Mrs. Dong's life, though modest, is rich in wisdom. She embodies the idea that happiness doesn't come from material wealth or a life of excess, but from knowing what truly matters and embracing simplicity. In her quiet way, she teaches us all that life's greatest joys often come from the simplest things: a fresh breeze, a quiet morning in the garden, and the warmth of meaningful connections. And in this simplicity, she has found not just happiness, but freedom. A healthy person should experience a seamless and comfortable process when using the bathroom, with no signs of discomfort or unusual symptoms. This is something we often take for granted, But when things go awry, such as changes in the color of urine, the presence of foam, or feelings of discomfort during urination, it's often a warning sign from the body. These changes could be indicators of kidney issues or problems related to the prostate, both of which are vital for men's health. Conditions such as prostatitis or prostate enlargement can develop if these symptoms are ignored, which is why it's so important to seek medical attention promptly. The kidneys are an essential organ, performing the critical function of filtering waste and balancing fluids, and any impairment to their function can have significant impacts on both physical and mental health. This is why paying attention to any unusual symptoms during urination, whether in the morning or at any point during the day, should never be overlooked. Starting the day with a positive, energetic mood is another subtle yet powerful sign of good health. When you wake up feeling refreshed and full of energy, it's more than just a sign of optimism. It's an indicator that your vital organs, like your liver, kidneys, and lungs, are functioning well and staying youthful. Sleep is supposed to restore us, so waking up feeling energized is a reflection that your body has been given the rest and renewal it needs. However, if you wake up feeling sluggish or lethargic, even after a full night's sleep, it's a red flag that your body might be struggling. If this kind of fatigue becomes persistent, it can start to chip away at both your physical and mental well-being. It's a signal that should not be ignored, and seeking timely medical advice can help identify the underlying cause, allowing for appropriate treatment and lifestyle adjustments before the problem worsens. One of the most visible indicators of health is often right in front of us: our skin, particularly the face. A rosy and vibrant complexion when starting the day is a reassuring sign that the body is in good shape, particularly in men. On the other hand, if the skin appears dull, grayish, or rough, or if there are noticeable signs of swelling, it may be a sign that the kidneys are not functioning as they should. The kidneys are responsible for managing the body's water balance, and when they aren't working properly, it can lead to water retention and swelling, especially in the face, legs, and other parts of the body. This accumulation of fluids points to a serious issue, one that requires immediate attention. Swelling, particularly in the lower limbs, can also be linked to cardiovascular issues, another critical aspect of overall health that should never be ignored. Prompt medical attention is necessary to address these problems and prevent them from worsening. For individuals over 60, like Mr. Lee, acknowledging the realities of aging and making appropriate lifestyle adjustments is key to maintaining health and well-being. Mr. Lee, who is now 70 years old, was diligent about his health. In his 60s, he drank plenty of water and maintained a regular exercise routine. But as he's entered his 70s, things have changed. He finds himself drinking less water because, as he puts it, "If I drink a bit more water, I have to go to the bathroom frequently, and I can't sleep at night because of it." His daughter, who is concerned about his health, reminds him constantly to drink more water and stay active. But Mr. Lee has his struggles. His knee joints are no longer as strong as they once were, and walking for more than a short while causes them to ache, making exercise difficult and painful. Mr. Lee's situation is all too familiar for many elderly people, who must navigate the delicate balance between staying healthy and managing the limitations that come with age. His reluctance to drink more water or exercise isn't just a matter of stubbornness, it's about adapting to the changes in his body and the challenges they present. For people like Mr. Lee, it's important to find new ways to stay active and hydrated without overburdening their bodies. Gentle exercises, like swimming or light stretches, might be easier on the joints, and finding a balance in water intake can help prevent frequent trips to the bathroom at night. Accepting these changes and adjusting to them is crucial for maintaining health and quality of life in old age. In reality, while it is widely accepted that drinking plenty of water and regular exercise contribute to better health and longevity, doctors emphasize that these habits are just part of the bigger picture. Health, especially as we age, is not a one-size-fits-all equation. Every individual has unique physical conditions, limitations, and personal habits that must be considered. For older adults, who may face more physical restrictions than younger individuals, it's particularly important to adopt lifestyle adjustments that suit their specific needs. Many elderly people, especially those with weaker kidneys or heart issues, should be mindful of balancing their routines to ensure their longevity without putting unnecessary strain on their bodies. As we age, it's crucial to understand that increasing water intake or exercising more might not always be the best solution. After the age of 60, 5 essential longevity principles go beyond just hydration and physical activity. Among these principles, perhaps the most significant is the value of getting a good night's sleep. For older adults, maintaining a balance between exercise and rest is key to overall well-being. Moderate exercise, done within the body's capacity, can greatly benefit health, but it must be accompanied by adequate rest. Too much physical exertion can lead to exhaustion or injury, especially for those whose bodies may not recover as quickly as they once did. Rest is equally important, and quality sleep becomes a cornerstone of good health as we age. After the age of 60, there are 3 key aspects of sleep that older adults should prioritize to maintain their health and promote longevity. First, it's essential to establish the habit of going to bed early and waking up early. Maintaining a consistent schedule helps regulate the body's internal clock, ensuring that the body gets the restorative rest it needs each night. Second, it's important to get enough sleep. Aim for a solid 7 to 9 hours of sleep, tailored to the body's needs, to feel truly rested upon waking. Third, and perhaps most crucial, the quality of sleep matters just as much as the quantity. Older adults should strive for deep, uninterrupted sleep, waking up refreshed without the need for sleeping pills or frequent disruptions during the night. Waking up in the middle of the night repeatedly or relying on medications to sleep can indicate underlying health issues that should be addressed. High-quality sleep plays an invaluable role in promoting health and well-being for older adults. It's not just about feeling rested, it's about the far-reaching effects sleep has on the entire body. For instance, consistent and restful sleep enhances immune function, making it easier for the body to fight off illness and infection. Sleep also stabilizes hormones, which is particularly important as hormone levels fluctuate more as we age. This balance can lead to improved mood, better cognitive function, and an overall sense of vitality. Ultimately, quality sleep is a vital contributor to a longer, healthier life. Maintain a positive mindset. As we move beyond the age of 60, one of the most important things we can do for ourselves is to maintain a positive and realistic mindset. It's easy to fall into the trap of feeling like we need to push our bodies beyond their limits, but that often does more harm than good. For example, many older adults feel the need to exercise excessively, even when their bodies are no longer capable of handling strenuous activity. This can be dangerous, especially for those with underlying health conditions such as heart problems. Overexertion can place undue stress on the heart, and in some cases even be life-threatening. It's crucial to listen to your body and recognize its limits. You don't need to push yourself to extreme lengths to stay healthy. The key to thriving in your later years is adopting a good mental attitude. Accepting your age is a powerful step toward living a more fulfilling life. It can help you reduce stubbornness and relieve the unnecessary stress that comes with trying to hold on to the past. As we age, it's natural for our bodies and abilities to change. Instead of worrying excessively about these changes or about family matters that may be out of your control, it's better to focus on maintaining inner peace and slowing down. Life after 60 is a time to move at a more deliberate pace, appreciating the moments without rushing through them. Physical agility naturally declines as we age, and our bodily functions are not as sharp as they once were. But instead of seeing this as a loss, it's important to recognize that slowing down can be beneficial for your health and well-being. For the elderly, waking up gradually is far better than jumping out of bed quickly, as it gives the body time to adjust. Eating slowly allows you to savor your food and aids in better digestion, while gentle exercise ensures you're moving your body without overexerting it. Moving at a slower pace is not a sign of weakness or decline, it's an adaptation that suits both your health and your destiny. Slowing down after 60 is an act of self-compassion, one that allows you to enjoy life in a more thoughtful, careful way. It's not about giving up, but rather about taking a step back to care for your body and mind. By embracing this slower rhythm and maintaining a positive mindset, you can continue to live with grace, dignity, and joy, making the most of your golden years. Avoid stimulants. If you are over 60, it's especially important to avoid harmful habits like smoking and excessive alcohol consumption. While these stimulants are detrimental at any age, their impact becomes even more pronounced as we grow older. Continuing to indulge in these habits can make it much harder to maintain good health, which is essential for enjoying a fulfilling life in your later years. Smoking damages the lungs and heart, while alcohol can strain the liver and impair mental clarity, both of which are vital to staying active and independent as you age. The truth is, as we get older, our bodies become more vulnerable to the harmful effects of these stimulants. What might have seemed manageable in earlier years can now lead to serious health complications. For most people over 60, the greatest desire is to preserve their health and well-being. Good health allows you to live comfortably, remain independent, and enjoy your time without becoming a burden to your children or loved ones. When you prioritize your health by avoiding stimulants like tobacco and alcohol, you are giving yourself the best chance at a high quality of life. With healthy habits, you can continue to enjoy your favorite activities, spend meaningful time with your family, and reduce the risk of chronic illnesses. Ultimately, choosing to avoid stimulants is a step toward a longer, happier, and more fulfilling life. Adopt a healthy diet. Once you reach the age of 60 and beyond, maintaining a healthy and balanced diet becomes crucial for overall well-being. It's essential to stay away from unhealthy junk foods such as fried, pickled, grilled, or heavily processed options. These foods may be tempting, but they offer little nutritional value and can cause more harm than good, particularly for older adults whose bodies need more gentle care. Instead, aim for regular, well-balanced meals, ensuring that you eat 3 healthy meals a day. Nutrition should be a top priority, including a good mix of lean meats, fish, and plenty of colorful vegetables to provide your body with the essential nutrients it needs to stay strong and function optimally. As we age, it's easy to turn to supplements, believing they hold the key to better health. However, older adults should be cautious about relying too heavily on supplements, as their benefits are often minimal, and in some cases they can be a waste of money. A well-balanced diet rich in whole foods usually provides everything the body requires, making supplements largely unnecessary unless specifically recommended by a healthcare professional. When we think of happiness, we often associate it with having financial security and good health. By the time most people reach their 60s, they've worked hard to achieve these two things and can finally enjoy the fruits of their labor. In today's developed world, the standard of living has improved significantly, leading many to believe that living longer automatically equates to greater happiness. However, recent research suggests that happiness tends to peak between the ages of 65 and 70. This discovery challenges the traditional notion that more years always mean more joy. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. There are 3 key reasons why happiness at this age doesn't necessarily depend on longevity. First, retirees no longer have to deal with the stress and competition of the workforce. Without the pressures of deadlines and career advancement, they can shift their focus toward mental well-being and inner peace. Second, they have gained the wisdom to truly appreciate life's small moments, like sipping a cup of tea or enjoying the sunset, experiences that might have been overlooked in the rush of their younger years. These simple pleasures now hold deeper meaning and bring a sense of contentment. Finally, although older adults no longer chase the fast pace of the world, they don't stop growing. They continue to explore life with a more mature and calm approach, finding happiness in new experiences while carrying the wisdom of their past. It becomes clear that happiness is not something reserved for the young. Older adults show us that happiness can be cultivated in even the simplest of activities, without the urgency that often characterizes youth. At this stage of life, there is no longer a need to chase material success or compete with others. Instead, the focus is on living a balanced life where health and personal fulfillment take center stage. The 2 main pillars of happiness in old age are typically thought to be good health and financial stability. It seems that those who are happiest in their later years have learned to strike a harmonious balance between these two. Most people in their 60s have built up savings over their lifetime and are no longer stressed about money. Instead, they turn their attention to maintaining good health, knowing that without it, wealth holds little value. Older adults often prioritize their health and family over material luxuries, recognizing that true happiness comes from meaningful relationships and a healthy body, not from expensive possessions. At the same time, people at this age also know how to balance life and work. Unlike younger individuals who often immerse themselves fully in their careers, Older adults have learned to value the slower pace of life. They invest their time in activities that bring them personal joy and meaning, whether it's spending time with loved ones, engaging in hobbies, or giving back to the community. For them, life is no longer a race to be won, but an adventure to be savored. Along this journey, happiness and health are the true treasures more valuable than anything else. By the time they reach their 60s, most people's lives resemble a rich tapestry woven from a lifetime of experiences, both bitter and sweet. Each person carries with them a wealth of knowledge and life lessons that serve as the foundation for this new phase of life. Their story is no longer an unwritten blank page, but a book full of memories, wisdom, and cherished moments. Embracing these lessons and living with intention allows older adults to not just survive, but to truly thrive, finding joy and fulfillment in each chapter of their lives. As the Vietnamese saying goes, the older the ginger, the spicier it becomes, reflecting the idea that with age comes a deeper wisdom and sharper insight. Older individuals, having weathered the storms of life, develop a broader perspective that allows them to approach situations with calm and patience. Small matters no longer trouble them, and even in the face of bigger challenges, they maintain a tolerant and composed attitude. Their ability to see problems from multiple angles, shaped by years of experience, helps them navigate difficulties with a grace that younger generations often find hard to replicate. This calmness, this unhurried approach to life, is something that can only be gained through time. In addition, older individuals understand the concept of separation, which gives them a profound appreciation for the value of relationships. They no longer chase material wealth or status. Instead, they cherish the moments spent with family and friends, fully aware that these connections are what truly matter in life. Their knowledge goes beyond just understanding how the world works. They possess a deep awareness of life's true value. In their presence, younger generations are gently reminded to slow down, to appreciate the richness of life, and to savor every moment instead of rushing through it. Happiness, as they demonstrate, is not something that just happens. It's a choice, a result of truly understanding and appreciating life. Recent research backs this wisdom. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association by scientist Brian Manns reveals that the transitional period between middle age and old age, specifically between 55 and 65, plays a critical role in determining a person's future health and longevity. This decade can be a turning point, influencing how well one ages. After the age of 55, many women begin to experience a decline in physical health, with common issues such as diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, arthritis, and osteoporosis becoming more prevalent. For men, the signs of aging often appear as sleep disorders, loss of appetite, and muscle loss, all of which increase the risk of more serious conditions like diabetes and cancer. These health concerns highlight the importance of adopting healthy habits during this pivotal period. Maintaining good health between the ages of 55 and 65 can significantly impact the quality of life in later years, helping individuals improve their chances of living longer, healthier lives. For those approaching or in this transition period, the wisdom of age is key. Just as older individuals have learned to value relationships and the simple pleasures of life, they also understand the importance of self-care. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, quality sleep, and stress management are not just habits, they are investments in longevity. This is the time to make choices that will ensure a vibrant, active life in the years to come. In essence, the life lessons of older generations teach us that aging doesn't have to be about decline. It can be a time of renewal, wisdom, and joy. By slowing down, appreciating the moments that truly matter, and taking care of our bodies and minds, we can live with the same grace and resilience that comes naturally to those who've grown spicier with age. Life's greatest joys, they remind us, come not from rushing toward the future, but from savoring the present and understanding the beauty in every stage of life. Here are 4 common habits of long-lived individuals that scientific research has proven to be beneficial for health. 1. Adequate protein intake. A study conducted by Newcastle University in the UK analyzed data from over 700 individuals aged 85 in 2006 and found a strong link between adequate protein intake and better overall health. Those who consumed sufficient amounts of protein daily were healthier and less prone to illness compared to those who did not meet their protein needs. As we age, the body naturally loses muscle mass, a condition known as sarcopenia, which can lead to weakness, frailty, and reduced mobility. Maintaining muscle mass is crucial for preserving physical function and independence, making adequate protein intake even more important as we get older. Protein plays a critical role in various bodily functions, from supporting muscle strength to boosting immune function and aiding in disease prevention. Dr. Florence, an associate professor of medicine in New York and founder of the Comet Health Medical Center, has dedicated years to researching ways to reverse the effects of aging. She emphasizes the importance of protein for older adults, advising a daily intake of at least 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight to help maintain muscle mass. This recommendation highlights the essential role of protein in slowing the decline of muscle strength and promoting healthier aging. Many healthy sources of protein are particularly beneficial for older adults. These include lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy products like yogurt and cheese, as well as plant-based options such as lentils, beans, nuts, and tofu. Incorporating a variety of these protein-rich foods into your daily diet not only helps with muscle maintenance, but also contributes to overall well-being by providing essential nutrients needed for optimal health. In conclusion, ensuring adequate protein intake as you age is a simple yet effective way to support your body's changing needs. By making protein a priority in your daily meals, you can help maintain your strength, enhance immune function, and reduce the risk of illness, ultimately leading to a healthier and more active lifestyle as you age. 2. Moderate exercise. Just as consuming adequate protein is vital for maintaining muscle mass, regular physical exercise plays an equally important role in keeping both muscles and bones strong while preventing various age-related health conditions. A survey of thousands of long-lived individuals in China revealed a common pattern. They consistently engaged in moderate physical activities that were diverse enough to provide health benefits without causing injuries or strain. This balanced approach to exercise is key, particularly for older adults, as it helps protect against the physical damage that can result from overexertion. Recent studies highlight the profound impact of regular exercise on longevity. People who incorporate consistent physical activity into their routine reduce their risk of premature death by an impressive 41%. But the benefits of exercise go far beyond just extending lifespan. For older adults, regular exercise can significantly improve overall health by increasing bone density, which is essential for preventing osteoporosis and other bone diseases. It also helps regulate blood sugar levels, making it an effective tool for managing or preventing diabetes. Furthermore, exercise can stabilize blood pressure, reducing the risk of cardiovascular issues, and even lowering the chances of developing dementia, a condition that affects cognitive function as we age. Engaging in moderate forms of exercise such as brisk walking, swimming, yoga, or light strength training provides the body with the physical stimulus it needs without causing undue stress or injury. These activities are accessible and can be easily adapted to individual capabilities, making them ideal for older adults aiming to maintain their health and vitality. In conclusion, regular, moderate exercise is one of the best ways to support healthy aging. By incorporating physical activity into daily life, older adults can strengthen their muscles and bones, improve cardiovascular health, and boost cognitive function. The benefits of exercise are immense, helping to ensure a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life well into the golden years. 3. Eating dark chocolate. Dark chocolate, particularly those varieties with a cocoa content ranging from 70% to 90%, offers numerous health benefits and contains significantly less sugar than milk chocolate. For older adults, dark chocolate has been recognized as a powerful source of antioxidants, which are vital for maintaining health as we age. These antioxidants are linked to various positive health outcomes, such as reducing blood pressure, lowering bad cholesterol levels, and improving overall blood circulation. One of the most notable benefits of dark chocolate is its ability to enhance blood flow to the brain, which can help prevent neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Research continues to uncover more benefits of consuming dark chocolate. For instance, Italian researchers have found that dark chocolate can improve sleep quality in middle-aged individuals, which is especially important as sleep often becomes more disrupted with age. Additionally, studies published in Physiology and Behavior suggest that dark chocolate can enhance vision in older adults, contributing to better eye health and possibly delaying age-related vision decline. Beyond its physical health benefits, dark chocolate also plays a role in enhancing mental well-being. Regular consumption of dark chocolate has been shown to reduce stress and anxiety levels, which is particularly beneficial for those facing the emotional challenges that sometimes accompany aging. This stress-reducing effect is due to phenylethylamine, a compound in chocolate that stimulates the brain to release endorphins, those feel-good hormones that bring about a sense of happiness and pleasure. 4. Vitamin D supplementation. Vitamin D, often referred to as the sunshine vitamin, is essential for various critical functions within the body. As we age, maintaining adequate levels of vitamin D becomes even more important, as a deficiency can lead to a range of health problems. These issues include weakened bones, joint pain, muscle fatigue, and a reduced immune system, all of which can significantly affect the quality of life for older adults. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 5 below to let me know that you are still here with me. A 2017 study involving more than 5,600 older adults revealed the profound impact of vitamin D supplementation on both physical and mental health. Participants who took vitamin D supplements reported feeling less lonely and depressed, and they experienced improved sleep quality factors that play a crucial role in emotional well-being and mental health. This boost in mental health is particularly important for longevity, as a positive outlook and emotional stability can contribute to a longer, healthier life. Beyond its mental health benefits, vitamin D plays a significant role in preventing serious illnesses. Research has shown that adequate vitamin D levels help protect older adults from cancer and infections, and even improve oral health by strengthening teeth and gums. Perhaps most importantly, vitamin D is well known for its role in improving bone health, helping to prevent osteoporosis and reducing the risk of fractures. To maximize the benefits of vitamin D, it can be combined with omega-3 rich foods such as salmon or eggs, which aid in its absorption. This combination not only enhances vitamin D uptake but also adds additional benefits for heart health and brain function. After 65, add these 2 habits to live longer. 1. Use your brain more. As we age, it's not just our bodies that require care, our brains do too. The natural aging process affects the brain, often leading to cognitive decline, with Alzheimer's disease and senile dementia being some of the most common age-related conditions. However, just as we can take steps to maintain physical health, there are also ways to preserve and enhance brain function. Keeping the brain active and engaged is a crucial part of promoting longevity and overall well-being. Recent studies suggest that regularly challenging the brain can significantly slow down the aging process. Activities that stimulate the mind, such as solving puzzles, reading books, learning new languages, or participating in intellectually stimulating conversations, can help maintain and even improve mental sharpness. These activities not only strengthen memory and cognitive abilities, but also help to build cognitive reserve, which can delay the onset of age-related diseases like dementia. Moreover, engaging in mental exercises helps to keep neural connections strong, fostering the creation of new pathways that improve problem-solving skills and overall brain health. The key is to make brain stimulation a regular part of your routine, much like physical exercise. Just as the muscles need to be used to stay strong, the brain thrives when it is continually challenged. 2. Maintain social relationships. A positive mindset, along with feeling loved and supported, can significantly enhance both happiness and longevity. Staying connected with family and friends plays a crucial role in maintaining emotional well-being and fostering a sense of positivity. Numerous studies have demonstrated that individuals who nurture strong, positive social relationships tend to live longer and are less susceptible to illness. These relationships provide emotional support, reduce stress, and contribute to overall life satisfaction, which directly impacts physical health. Conversely, loneliness and social isolation can have detrimental effects on health, increasing the risk of mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline. Chronic loneliness has been linked to a weakened immune system, higher levels of inflammation, and an increased risk of developing age-related diseases. The emotional toll of isolation can also exacerbate physical symptoms, making it more challenging to stay healthy and active. Maintaining social connections, whether through regular interactions with loved ones, participating in community activities, or even engaging in hobbies with others, is essential for overall well-being. These interactions provide opportunities for laughter, shared experiences, and emotional bonding, all of which help to maintain a healthy mental state. They also encourage a more active lifestyle, promoting both mental and physical vitality. As we've explored these important principles for aging while maintaining a healthy diet, engaging in regular exercise, supplementing with vitamin D, keeping the mind active, and staying socially connected, we hope you've gained valuable insights on how to live a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Now, we want to hear from you. What have you learned from today's video? Take a moment to reflect and comment below on one thing that resonated with you and that you'll bring into practice in your own life. Your thoughts and experiences might inspire someone else in our community as well. If you liked this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content on how to live a happier and healthier life.